When we hear of the word infrastructure, we often think of roads, bridges, all the things we need, right, to have a community. And our role at building our future, building that civic infrastructure, is connecting the people, the ideas, the resources. And that is laying the foundation there. We're building trust, accountability, and collaboration amongst all the different entities that make up our community here. And when you have that strong civic infrastructure, limitless possibilities exist within a community.
If our community really took strides toward this vision, we would see a more thriving, viable Kenosha. I think we would see less crime, we would see more children graduating, we would see healthier families, we would have an overall community that thrives beyond where it is now. I love Kenosha, and I think Kenosha is a great place to live, but there's absolutely room for us to do better. And I believe if we all would work together to achieve that goal, we could create a future for our young people that is unimaginable.
You know, ultimately, again, we're trying to focus on work that's sustainable over the long term and systems focused rather than programmatic focused. And I think, you know, keeping that focus in mind, where we're really trying to change the systems versus the individual programs and kind of that individual day-to-day work, is what creates that long-term sustainable change.
So if the community got behind our roadmap, the Cradle to Career, making sure that more of our young people are on that pathway to economic mobility, we would see that prosperity. We would have more young people staying in our community, maybe, and then creating their own families, right? Looking at the next generation.
Okay, healthcare is over here, higher ed is here, K-12 here. We all have to come together to collectively impact our children. That's going to benefit all of us.
There are other cities, there are 70 cities in the United States doing this work. And some of them, you know, had been doing it for 10 years, 15 years before us. And they had like this database for all their children, where the hospital was plugging in information, the parents were plugging in information, the social services, so that we knew how Johnny was doing and what he needed. We're starting to know what kids need help. You know, Johnny now kind of has a voice without even having to have a voice. And he needs a voice.
The success of young people is not just the responsibility of one person, one family, one entity. It requires all of us working together to make sure our young people are successful. And so if we can align around these ideas, then when challenges and trouble and difficulty hits our community, we've already built the groundwork of working together. And what I've learned in life, if anything, is that we can do so much more together than we can apart. And when difficult times come, you need the people closest to you to be able to react and stand strong. And we help do that in our community.